Mr. Zoran Grubisa, Chief Measurer of ORC. Thank you for coming. It's your first time in Caorle?
In fact, yes.
Yes.
Many times in other events in Italy, but in Caorle first time, yes.
For sure,
yeah,
for sure.
yeah.
We have in Caorle this year the European Double Handed ORC. It's a very important moment for the season for you. And what do you expect? What do you consider the number of participants? It's good for ORC. You expected more boat, less boat, and what do you expect in general from this event?
But I think it's a good. Probably could be better that if a little bit more. But having the mind that we actually assigned this championship last year and it's start of the season, I think it's quite good. That it's quite nice diversity of the boats and the crews, and we can be probably very happy. It is also good that we are part of this big event all together. And that you know, we can simply enjoy that well-established event on the end. That's something that is known as a course and everything. And I think it will be a very nice playground for those who will fight for the title of the European champion.
Where are the countries in Europe where double-handed sailing is more present, is more...
But I have to admit that it's more on the Northern Europe. Recently, the first we had the World Championship in Sweden was very nice attended. That we will have this year World Championship in Denmark that is already having 77 or something entries, and the race will be in June. And also we had last year in Barcelona was a little bit less, but currently I think that Northern Europe is really leading in the double-handed.
Considering that the calendar in Italy of sailing, offshore sailing is really busy, no? It's possible for you to consider that instead of one single European championship, you can give the title, the European title, after a tour, a circuit of regatta, 5, 7, 6, like the Italian offshore title, no? 15 regattas. Yes,
this is nice idea for sure. I think it's something that maybe Italian Federation can come to submission with idea and we can discuss it. I'm slightly afraid that because unfortunately the calendar is generally a bit overcrowded and people simply have some amount of time in the year that they can afford, and maybe it will be hard to crews to do, I don't know, 10 or 15 events during the year.
Last question. You have a chief measurer. You measured the boat for this European Double-Handed Championship. How did you find the boat, the sailors? Everything is okay? You find something to fix? What's your judgment?
Yes, I think that so basically boats are already measured before coming here, that they should have a certificate. Our job is to check that they comply, obviously, with the certificate. And our job is that we, after the race, check the winners, that see that everyone who is winning on a fair base and with the correct and accurate certificate. So far, we did the checks, and on all the boats, we have all the crew weighted. We have checked all the sails. We checked all the safety equipment. And so far, I really have to say, comparing with the previous events we had, that we can be very confident and very happy that and actually there was very small number of problems or deficiencies that has to be fixed. And I think that with this we are going every year and year, the level of accepting the rules is much better.
Yes. Very last question. Yeah. Politics. we in the sailing world we were attending, we were hoping in a certain way for the last year that in Paris 2024 we get a offshore event, mixed double event. But that we don't have this medal, no, for this year. Do you think, as ORC, that this chance is still possible? Not for 2028 in Los Angeles, but probably later. There is a movement in this direction.
But first, I have to say that all this idea of starting ORC double-handed basically was born after this idea of having the double-handed events on the Olympic Games. Because as much as it is nice, we will all definitely like to see offshore racing in general on the Olympic Games. But even if you want to qualify or to select which is the best crew, it would be nice that everyone has the same boat, but we know that it's almost impossible. So we are providing the best scientific-based rating system that can use these events to qualify and to each country to find which crew they can send to represent. Hopefully, we still believe that it is possible, and I believe that actually, if you see the sailing as a sport, the biggest number of sailors are involved in the big boats and offshore sailing.
Yes.
So I think that someone has to...
It's a direction to follow. Yeah.
Exactly. We need to realize that this is where our people are, and I think that they really deserve to have offshore class in the Olympic Games.
Thank you, Zoran. Good work.
Thank you.